Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Forge. Today is going to be a great day because today we are working on the Damascus skinning knife. This is part 4. 5. I think this is 5. Anyway, the pattern is complete. Last episode you should have seen the etch. If you didn't see the last episode, go back and watch it. I've got the whole thing in a playlist. I almost dropped it. It is all etched. The pattern is done being created. Next thing we are going to do is actually forge the blade. In case you forgot, this is what we're replicating. Just this small little knife. And as you can see, I got plenty of material to make it. So, we're going to go ahead and forge out the rough shape of this knife at the anvil, or at the forge, which is where I am at. I am at my forge. We're going to forge out the rough shape of the knife, and then we're going to grind it down and start using the grinder sanders to get down to exact dimensions. So we're just going to pick this up and go ahead and throw it up in the forge. It's already up. It's already been heating up for a while, so just gonna. This right here is the end I want the actual point. I'm gonna come over here. This end right here is the end I want the point to be on. The twist is tighter wound right here. So I'm going to throw this in here, make sure I remember that this end is the side that I'm actually going to forge the point of the blade on. Like I said, the forge is nice and hot. Go ahead and throw it in there. Ah, that was dumb. That's bare hand. Don't do that. Instead, use tongs. That's a little bit smarter. These right here are one of my first tongs ever made. They're horrible. Look at all that scale. Look at that. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I'm going to go ahead and clean it off before I start forging. Alright, wish me luck. Don't forget, this is what we're recreating. So I've got it sitting over here, right over here as a reference. Okay, first things first, I'm going to take my Hardy tool. Wow, that's pretty rusty. Wow, jeez, okay, hold on. That tip looks so much better. Good deal. Okay, like I was saying, first things first, I'm going to throw this Hardy in here and I'm going to cut off the very end bullet where it still has all those cracks in it. That way I don't have to worry about them while I'm forging. Just go ahead and get it out of the way. I'm going to cut it off, then I'll forge the blade. Man, so many steps. So many steps before everything's all done, but it's okay. I'm thinking about right there. Of course, you don't want to ever cut all the way through and risk breaking the end or messing up with the end of your Hardy. Okay, done with the Hardy. And now blade forging time. These right here are just some really crude, rough little guides for me to follow while I'm forging. Right here that's starting to form, but that's okay because that's going to be outside of the blade. That'll be ground off. ahead and create just a line right there, just so I know that this right here is going to have a guard in it. Looks like every dimension is a bit too big, which is good, which means we can grind everything to perfect. So I'm going to throw this back in the forge, and I'm going to heat it up and let it, and I'm going to turn off the forge and let it anneal. Now that this is cooled off to where I can touch it, I'm going to lay this knife on here and I'm going to outline it with this marker. Now there is a spot down here at the end where I don't have enough material. Of course I have plenty of material to make it work, but right here it doesn't come out far enough. This end hangs off. So first thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to kind of rough in these shapes, then I'm going to heat it back up, and I'm going to try and fix this. In order to create some of these contours right here, I'm going to bring it to this belt sander, or grinder sanders. Anyway, and I'm going to use this wheel up here to create that. There's a really tiny little cold shut right there I'm going to try and get out. That belt's getting kind of dull. I'm going to go ahead and slap on a fresh belt. Fresh 80 grit. Don't know why I yelled. Starting to look more like a blade. I've still got to bring this fat part down a little bit just so I can cover around here. Then I can chop it off and finish forging in all my bevels, finish cleaning it, finish doing a lot. This is great. Fantastic. It looks beautiful. Dang it. Just gonna try and start it like that. Holy cannoli. We just barely made, hold on. Put that in focus there. We just, am I still not in focus, man? There. We just barely made that work. Look how close a clearance that is. Good deal. Alright, now we're going to take it to the grinder and grind everything up. Cut off this back end because no one wants a butt like that. Here we go. Ah! I dropped this, now I gotta clean it. Okay. Wish I had a smaller marker. But I'm gonna hold tightly there. Alright. Now that we've got all that roughed out, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that off just so I can get this extra fat material out of the way. Nope, that's a lie. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and grind all this with the angle, with the angle grinder. Well, that was foolish of me. I just marked everything down, then I just ground it off. Ow! Ooh, my finger! Yeah, blowing on it's not gonna help. Okay, let's throw this back on here and get everything marked up again. And then I'm gonna bring it in there to my other sanders. Grinder sanders. Exact everything up, and then I'm going to chop some stuff off. That would be a little bit smarter. Now to take it to the angle grinder and take off all the scale. Here's my problem, and it would be an easy problem to fix if I had the tools. The problem really is that I don't have the tools to fix it. Here's the problem. It's hard to get the entire blade the same thickness. You can see this back handle part is thicker than the part where the blade is. This part back here is fatter than this part up here, and you can tell the entire thing isn't straight. Basically, if I had a surface grinder, all I would do is start the surface grinder, get the side surface grinder to be super easy, but I don't have that. I've got this other one right here, except it's not super powerful, and every time I do that, it bogs down. Here's my solution. This sander. I just turn this on, and I try and flatten it out with this disc. It bogs down so easily, which you're about to see, because this is just how I'm going to have to do this until I can get proper tooling. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching part 5 of me making a skinning knife. But we're going to have to call that an episode for now because it is starting to be very long. Never fear, because part 6 is on its way and it will be here very soon. If you like what I'm making, be sure to smash that like button, always leave a comment, and subscribe.